Hi, Fawn. I thought you were done with journalism. Well, you thought wrong. Go easy on me. Yeah, I really always love when people tell me that. So, who is this book for? So many people get to a point in their careers where they can't figure out why their momentum has stopped. Either they're not getting advanced, or they're backsliding, or they're being cast out. So, this book is for people who are trying to figure out how to right the ship while they're still employed, or who've been made unemployed and then can't seem to get hired and break through. Is it age discrimination? Yeah, the problem is that it's not just their age. There is a ton of age discrimination, but that is because of stereotypes and assumptions that are somewhat based in reality, because our world has changed so dramatically. It used to be that you'd get out of college and you'd have a skill set that would carry you from graduation to retirement. And now a skill set may only last you 5 years, or in some cases, 2 years. So if that's the case, what are you doing to constantly upskill so that you're not waiting to get trained? See, as a more senior employee, you've been there longer and your paycheck is larger. You're competing against people who are younger, yet really tech savvy. They understand what's coming with artificial intelligence, robotics, big data, machine learning, blockchain, all of that. And a lot of the people who've been there longest haven't even done the homework to figure out how those changes are going to impact their industry, their company, and their own job. So if you've got one of the higher paychecks in your office and you're competing against somebody who will work for 1/3 the cost or a half and do 3 times as much, who's going to be the one that's going to rise up? I thought it was pretty depressing to hear how many people said that experience doesn't count for much in the workplace anymore. It doesn't matter if you are the best person for the job today. You have to be the best person for the job going into the next 5 years. So it takes active effort on your part to upskill and learn what you need to know so that you're not the voice of the past. That means you're constantly reading Wall Street Journal, Harvard Business Review, Inc., Fast Company, Wired. You read these things and you don't have to read them cover to cover. Scan the summaries. And then when something's important or interesting, read the articles and take classes at Coursera.org or edX.org from great professors at places like Harvard, Columbia, Berkeley, Cambridge, and study things that are going to teach you about innovation, technology, and change. You interviewed all of these senior leaders, CEOs, executives, workplace consultants, academics. And the thing that hit me in your book was how many said that it matters so much what we wear and how we look. Yeah, one of the big things that people do wrong as they advance in their career is they start looking like sloppy old people. I'm sorry, you cannot look frumpy at this point in your life. You have to look snazzy. But if you look in the mirror and are truly honest and you say, well, I look a little frumpy, then you've got to make some changes. You got to up your game. We have a lot of people who are feeling it is just hopeless. There's so many negative messages everywhere. And if you tell yourself that you are not going to get hired, you're not going to get hired, or it's going to take a miracle. Why not decide that if 80% of the people or 70 or 60% of the people have problems, you're going to be in the 20, 30, or 40% who break through? You have to make up your mind. You're worth it. You still have all the talent that made you great. So you are still viable. You just have to get current and make up your mind. You're going to be in it and fight until you win. Do people need to take pay cuts in order to get hired? Well, I hope you don't have to take a pay cut. Certainly a lot of people do when they're making transitions. And this book also appeals to people who've left the workforce to raise their children or care for loved ones or even travel around the world. So if you take a time out, puts you at a little bit of a disadvantage, especially when negotiating. So sometimes you do have to take something that pays a little less, hopefully as a stepping stone into something that pays you even more. Well, this is a time when we have a lot of people who are feeling it is just hopeless. And if you look at the statistics, it really doesn't look very good for everybody. So, what do you tell them? Yeah, the people who win are the ones who say, I'm not done. And you have to believe that in your soul and tell yourself, what if my greatest success is still in front of me? What if it hasn't even happened yet? Yeah, good luck with everything. Yeah, thank you so much. It's good to see you again. I like your fancy schmancy dress.